Hello and welcome to my loft again, and today I want to talk about keeping tracks and wheels lovely and clean so trains can be more reliable, faster and not have that stutter when they hit dirt. Now, I am well aware there are quite a few number of videos that have been done on this subject before, but just to keep your interest piqued and so you can watch all of this video, I can guarantee there are a few things that I do that you would not have seen elsewhere. This corner here shows just why it's very difficult to clean the tracks by hand. There are 7 different levels, all packed in on top of each other. It's just not possible to get your arm in to properly clean. So this is why I have the CMX cleaner. At the front I have the 060 tank engine, and it's pulling the Bachmann vacuum vessel, which will whiz round, sucking up any dust and dirt. This is the amount of dirt gathered in just 2 circuits. So you can just see feathers, etc., etc. really are not good for good. The CMX cleaning wagon is made of brass, so it's pretty heavy. It has a cleaning pad underneath which can be replaced, and 2 valves, and both of these do different jobs. One is for putting in the cleaning fluid, the other adjusts the rate of flow of the fluid onto the pad. I tend to use cellulose thinner, not to be got on your skin or on any of the paintwork, but is very effective at getting rid of dirt. If you look carefully, there's a nozzle, and every 4 or 5 seconds a drop will come out. At the rear, following up, I have the CMX cleaning wagon filled with cleaning fluid for actually cleaning the tracks, and it's very effective, especially to reach those areas you cannot reach with your hands. The friction has proved to be a lot higher than I thought or remember, so I have my shunter pushing. Time to check to see if it's worked. This pad was clean and it's been round 3 times. Whoever thought cleaning could actually be fun? Most of my track is cleaned by using methylated spirits, or even these days I've got isopropanol alcohol. Anyway, what I'll do is get a non-lint cloth, that means not fluffy, plenty of methylated spirits, and just clean the track. And the reason I do this, because this is what I was told how you clean track, and it's quite relaxing, although with 1,400 feet of track it can be a little bit tedious. And of course, on those difficult sections where I can't reach, completely impossible. And you can just see on here, nice bit of dirt comes up, and this piece of track is not particularly dirty. And now sometimes you can just see how utterly filthy these wheels get, and well, that's not going to be a very good runner. And I find the best way, scratch it off with your nail. Sometimes I even will just scratch it off gently and carefully, not to damage the wheels much, with a screwdriver. Now, this is a Sprinter, and they have brass wheels, and because it's brass wheels, they really are terrible at attracting the dirt. And so my little secret, bit of sandpaper and just a little edge like this. Brass being quite soft polishes up, as you can see, nice and easily, very quickly. And I have found, unfortunately, surgical spirit, methylated spirits just doesn't work, and I get a bit impatient with these trains because of the amount of dirt. If you have a brass wheel, you have this electrostatic effect between brass and steel attracting the dirt. But anyway, just for these ones, I find that the good old bit of sandpaper is the best way of getting them going again. This is one of my Pendolinos, just the ones I love to drive so fast. Now, you can see, if I bring this up to the camera and focus it, that the wheel here is so filthy. I've already tried to clean it with methylated spirits, and it really does not work. So the only way forward is to use good old bit of sandpaper. And yes, I know, I'm sure it puts micro cracks in, but it just will not clean by any other method. Now, the other thing of interest, on the front wheels, because it has 8 contact wheels, you can just see that here the wheels are pitted. Now, it was really peculiar. I just couldn't believe what was happening. And then one day I was watching the train whizzing round a corner in the dark, and you could just see it sparking. And all of that is just indents in the wheel, sparked away. So all I have to do is, again, rub it down with sandpaper. I know it's not highly recommended, but it's the only thing that will smooth the wheel out. And actually, I just have to take these wheels off and replace them with coach wheels. Now, I am aware, of course, some of the modern wheels have special coating on, and if you rub sandpaper, you rub the coating off. But having said that, all that sparking has actually just wrecked that line, that coating anyway. But a little bit of effort, nice and sparkling, ready to go. The good old-fashioned track rubber. These modern rubbers don't seem to leave rubber bits everywhere like they used to. Still, I don't think quite as good as methylated spirits. Nothing better than not having to clean track is to have this sort of device. The Railco will give out a high voltage spark which will burn off the dirt. As soon as the loco hits the dirt, the circuit's broken, gives a quick belt. If you touch the track with this on, you can feel it hurts a lot more than ever 12 volts does. It certainly works, but if you have DCC, definitely don't get it. It'll fry your electronics. And so I only have 5 of these on my lower tracks, not at the top, because I have digital boxes which I don't want to get damaged. So far, it doesn't seem to be damaging any of my locos, but then this is just analog DC locos. Many a happy hours I have spent cleaning my wheels with surgical spirit and a cloth, and you can just see the total filth that you get on this black gunk. Just look at that. And of course, sometimes you get trains that suddenly start derailing, and all you have to do is you'll find that there's so much dirt on the wheels that it causes them to derail. So I have got my can of Hammerites like this, spray paint, and since I have so much track, 1,400 feet of track, and I don't have the skill either to make everything really detailed or the patience, I found that just painting things black is a way to make it look a little better and not being too time consuming. So hopefully this should work. As easy as that. Oops. much better. You can just see how hard it is sometimes to do my railway, because I'm on the floor, bending over, not very good light, hence a head torch. And actually, it's a number of times I've actually pulled my back or some other muscle, leaning over, squeezing into tiny spaces. Sometimes you get a bit too much paint on the track, and this is the only time I would advocate a bit of sandpaper, just to lightly scrape off any paint or residue. Lovely clean track, lots of fast trains. This is what modelling is all about. Well, there you go. There you go. There's something I bet you haven't seen anywhere too often. Sandpaper, most effective way. Okay, I'm sure it is a bit damaging for the wheels. And I hope you learnt something. Maybe the best way of cleaning, maybe not. Who knows? Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope to see you another time. Bye.